Welcome to Retirement Ramblings. I'm Scott, and today is day 348 on my countdown to retirement. So today was a typical Saturday. I got up, I read the morning financial news, the weekend summaries. I sat down and caught up on some YouTube videos from some channels that I subscribe to. Then I spent probably an hour or so doing my weekly financial update, comparing the week over week performance, across my portfolios. And for this particular week, because the market rallied at the end of the week, we ended up being up just shy of a 0.5% week over week. When I back out any additional contributions that I made to my 401k from my last paycheck. So then spent a little bit of time after that going through and cleaning up my emails and responding to any comments that you guys posted. Then when I was checking my emails, I got a notice from Intuit or actually from Costco, I should say, that Intuit's TurboTax was on sale beginning today. So for any of you that are in the market for TurboTax, Costco's offering anywhere from $11 to $30 off, depending on which version that you get. And then they're also giving you a $10 off, or a $10 credit, I guess, towards any incremental TurboTax purchase, whether that's an additional e-file or additional state or whatever that you might need within the package. So I contacted a couple of my friends that I know use TurboTax, let them know that it was on sale because they usually go to Costco on Saturdays. And so one of them went and then circled back with me later in the day and told me that he did in fact buy it. It was $45, after the discount for TurboTax Deluxe plus state, and then he got the $10 in-app, I guess, credit, which he uses to offset the electronic filing of state taxes. So that saves him an extra $10. So in his mind, it cost him $35, even though the software itself is $45. So anyway, I did that and then sat down to make breakfast, and we switched it up today a little bit. So instead of making bacon, I made pork sausage. And I'll just, kind of show you that real quick. And then one of the things I wanted to talk about, as you'll see, in making the sausage, I use a Blue Diamond brand pan. And one of the people I follow on YouTube, that's a retirement channel, is Joe Kuhn, Kuhn. So I don't know, sometime early last year, Joe had done a video, and in that video, he had recommended, as one of the things he found in retirement that was really great, he had recommended a Blue Diamond pan. And so I had been using, OXO's nonstick pans, and they were starting to get scratched up inside. And, whenever you have a nonstick pan that gets scratched up, you have to worry about it. Anyway, so I saw Joe's video, and then I researched the pans and ended up buying a set of the Blue Diamond pans in a variety of sizes. And then recently, I want to say sometime between Thanksgiving and Christmas, I was also walking through Walmart for something. And I don't know why I was in that particular section, but I walked down one of the aisles and noticed that Walmart is actually carrying Blue Diamond now. At price points that are, in some cases, not all, but in some cases, less expensive than ordering it directly from Blue Diamond, even when they're running sales. So I ended up buying a small griddle that I use to make, bacon or sausage or whatever. And it works out really well, specifically bacon. It works out great because for me, I can get between 7 and 8 pieces of bacon on this little griddle, and I don't have to then use the oven, which I use for bigger batches. But It's got just the right size lip, catches the grease, doesn't go all over my range. Yeah, all over my range. So it's really good. Anyway, I'm just uh, with no sponsorship, no nothing like that. Just I highly recommend the pans. In fact, for Christmas, I got my son a set, and that's one of the things that he got for Christmas was a set of um, all the sizes of the Blue Diamond pans. The only thing that I bought that kind of has so far been a waste is the largest pan I bought with a lid, and I've yet to find a reason for anything that I've cooked to use the lid. So I have it. Quite honestly, it gets in the way in the drawer where I keep all the pans. So that's the only negative that I'll say. But otherwise, I've had them now for going on a year. They look just like they did the day they were new. They don't scratch. They're super slick so that your stuff comes right out. Super easy to clean and like just soap and water, wipe them down, and they're ready to go again. I mean, they're just I can't say enough good things about them. And it's just one of the things in pre-retirement that I learned from a YouTuber that's also in retirement that has been a real plus for me. Then I decided we were going to have snow crabs for dinner, so I took out a 4 pound box of snow crab and put that aside to get ready for defrosting it because it's flash frozen, um, and I'll show you that later. And then I took some of yesterday's roasted chicken and diced it up into kind of a chunky chicken salad. I don't like eating chicken salad or whatever warm, so I made it in the morning, mixed it up with some celery and mayonnaise, and then put it in the fridge so that when lunchtime came later, I could eat that for my lunch and share it with my wife. And then I spent the next probably 2 hours, excuse me, helping my wife with chores. I vacuumed the house today. She did the laundry. And kind of, we have, uh, we've divvied up our responsibilities around the house kind of in the following way. So my wife kind of cooked for the first 25 years of our marriage, kind of all the way up till my son got out of college. And I've been cooking ever since. So, we joke that she cooked the first 25, I'm cooking the next 25. And then also, I take care of anything mechanical that breaks. I take care of the cars. Um, if I can't fix it, I coordinate, I do the project management, if you will, with any vendors that I need. She does 99% of the laundry, 100% of cleaning the bathrooms, and also, what I'll call Swiffering our hardwood floors. Like I said, I vacuum, but she puts down whatever the special stuff is that you put on wood floors, that cleans them and seals them and whatever. Like I don't do that. And then any other household task, we just divvy up and take care of. And then after I got done vacuuming, I sat down and gave my mom a call and spoke to her for about 30 minutes today, just catching up. Um, then I hadn't had a chance to watch. I like CNBC, and I hadn't had a chance to watch the halftime or the closing bell shows on Friday. So I had them recorded, and I sat down and watched Frank Holland in for Scott Wapner on the halftime report, and then Mike, whatever, it'll come to me, do the closing bell. And then, since I was watching CNBC and during one of the commercial breaks, it reinforced the fact that the inauguration is coming up on Monday, and CNBC is going to be carrying it live starting at 8 o'clock. So I set my DVR to record on CNBC, which I believe is going from 8 to 2. So I set the recording up so that I'd catch that, whether I'm watching it live or not, I'll be able to see it or fast forward through whatever sections I want to see. So I got that taken care of. Then my sister-in-law was out walking her dog, called us and said, can she come by? We said sure. So she brought her Cocker Spaniel over to see us, and that dog just loves us. As soon as she says, you know, that the dog's going to Uncle Scott's, the dog takes off pulling her, to the house because we have treats, and he knows he's going to get some. So, you know, he looks forward to coming, and we play with him or whatever. So anyway, sat there, chatted with her for a little bit. Her husband, my brother-in-law, was off watching sports, which I don't do, so gave her a break, and again we could visit. Then I made a pitcher of hot tea, which usually lasts me for about 2 days, and then I watched some YouTube videos, some channels that I haven't watched in a while I was sipping hot tea in front of the fireplace. And specifically, I was watching Marksman TV, who I used to watch all the time, during the pandemic. And I've just gotten out of watching that stuff. And as it turns out, I find out from his channel that he hasn't posted anything in several months. And he's, due to a number of issues, will be slow posting going forward. And then I watched some Mike and Joel kind of comedy clips, and then a couple of things from Heritage Wealth, and then a thing or two from Azul. Um, then I checked the weather and found out that it was going to get colder and windier sooner than I thought. So we moved the plants back in. The plants that go in my main porch moved back into my foyer, and then I have a screened-in porch on the back of the house, and all the plants that I keep out there were moved into our sunroom. So I got that in so that they'll survive. And then last but not least, I made snow crab. I want to say I started, I don't know, just before 7. Um, and by then it was thawed. It was thawed. I cook it because it's already kind of pre-cooked when they flash freeze it. So I cook it on 400 degrees on a rack in the oven for 14 minutes. And then I take it out and divvy it up between my wife and I in a couple of glass, I don't know, glass, I'll just call them glass bowls. They have a different name, but whatever. And then melted butter, and gave her hers. I had mine. We sat down and spent, quite a bit of time cranking through 4 pounds of snow crab, which, cost me $32 on sale at Kroger, so $7.99 a pound, which kind of is a special meal for us that I can do on a budget. Because if I went out and got snow crab here locally in, Metro Atlanta, like a 2 pound section, which is what I'll just call that my half. So a 2 pound section of snow crab nowadays would probably cost me somewhere between $35 and $50, just for the core meal, and then obviously tips and drinks and other things. So it gets quite expensive. So we get high quality food at a much cheaper price, and it's super simple to make. Cleanup is also pretty easy. So, we had it, we enjoyed it, and, kind of that's it. So for me, that's my update for the day. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section down below, or you can drop me an email at myretirementramblings@gmail.com. Otherwise, take care, have a great evening, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Take care.